G'day guys, what's going on? It's Supero here. Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going over my round 17 review. I scored 2,278. Pretty shocking score, honestly. Did have three primos missing, so that's where I went wrong this week. In the Reds again, sliding out of the top 10k. Bit frustrating. Hopefully we can come back, but yeah, I think we'll be right with the players coming back. Hopefully climb back into the top 10k there. On a positive note, did get the 9 out of 9 tips this week. So let me know if you guys got the same. Pretty easy round to predict, I think. But yeah, not too bad. So on the weekend, I went to the Dr. Supercoach catch up, which was pretty nuts. So shout out to those guys, JB, Pistol, Chizo, Pig Mentality, all ripping blokes. And then just the other people that I met there are just, top blokes, legends, good to have a chat with about Supercoach. And yeah, they put together a really good day. So if you don't follow their content, make sure you guys check them out because I'd be shocked if you didn't already know who they are or watch their content. But yeah, they're all ripper blokes. So yeah, definitely recommend joining up and hopefully see you guys there next year. But anyway, going over the team, had the VC on Bont. So 133 was pretty good. So I had to take that score. It was a bit of a shocking week for me though, because I had Whitfield, Wits, and who else was it? Baz Lanka. All three missing. But yeah, most people would have had Whitfield and Baz, who were like late. Or Baz was laid out, which was unfortunate. Couldn't do too much about that. Hopefully he's coming back this week against the Giants. That'll be an interesting game, that one. But yeah, had to take the VC on Bont. There were a few options this week that looked pretty juicy, but Bont seemed to be like one of the higher scoring players out of the VCC options, so that worked out to be pretty good. But Holmes was good in defence. I was a bit surprised. I was at the catch up, had a few beers, so I probably wasn't watching the game that closely, just more focused on having a chat with everyone else and getting to know everyone. So yeah, I was feeling pretty comfortable as a Geelong supporter. Didn't really watch the game that closely, as I mentioned, but don't really know what happened to Holmes. I think he's just must have been on the bench or something. I've got no idea. Maybe he just didn't score that well, which is a bit of a surprise. I think most people would have had a C or VC on him, so you'd be a bit annoyed with that, honestly. And then Rosie was good with the 131. Could be in considerations for a VCC option this week against West Coast. Who do they even have? I mean, what time is it? Sorry. Oh, it's the last game of the round. So, yeah, it could be a nice C option. But you probably want to go with Butters if you've got him. But, yeah, Rosie's been in real good form. I think he outscored Butters this week, so that was good. Bailey Dale had a bit of a down game. So, who'd they verse again? Yeah, North. I'm not really sure what happened to that one. I think he was just, in the last quarter, it was a bit of a blowout. So, he probably just didn't get down to the defence line there, but not sure what's going on with Whitfield. He's still super cheap, so you could probably wait another week if you don't have him to get him at absolute basement price. This week's game is in GWS, so not too sure. Engine Stadium, I believe it is. So NG Stadium. So yeah, I'm not really sure. I think he plays pretty good at home, so should be half decent, but yeah, I don't know. If you don't have him, I think you could wait a week. Doesn't have the greatest scores historically against the Cats, but yeah, these are all matchups from GMHBA Stadium, so interested to see how he does come back. If he does come back, I would imagine he comes back, so that'll be interesting to see. And Sinclair's been pretty poor. I probably should have got Nas a couple weeks back, but I decided against that, which was a bit silly. Yeah, the team has just been, it's kind of, yeah, all my fault basically. Like I should have just not started McGovern. I started him, a player that I picked with my heart, and wish I didn't do that. It was clearly obvious that he wasn't going to work out well. He didn't have the high ceiling, but yeah, he could score well, but didn't have the high ceiling games, and for like 600k definitely wasn't worth it. So that was a muck up from the start, and then starting like a Nankervis over like a Gorn or Cherry was just a bit ridiculous as well. So yeah, and a bit of sidewaysing throughout the season, like trading out Callahan, and Chera as well. Even though I think Chera had a bit of a stinker this week, but yeah, all the Blues guys did, so not that concerning. But I don't know. I feel like Chera was one to get rid of like maybe 2 weeks ago in hindsight, before his like 60 game. But yeah, I think I should have just held on to those type of players. I would have had more trades coming in to these rounds, like these later rounds in the season, because yeah, 4 trades is a bit risky. And yeah, not sure what's going on with Wits. So he was managed. So I was pretty annoyed about that, to be honest. I saw, he had the Essendon matchup, and usually, the Rucks score great against Essendon in like even Goldie. He's not the greatest ruck. So, Wits is going to score fantastic. But he got managed, and I was bloody pissed off about that because when I had Nankervis, he was primed for the Essendon matchup, and then, he got managed against Essendon, and I was like, oh, this is the second bloody time this year that's happened to me, so I was not happy. But at least Callum Mills is coming out, scoring well for us, which is good to see. And yeah, we got Clark there, who's stayed in the team, scoring well, so he's got a bit of cash that can be made over like a couple of weeks coming forward. And Leak played, which was a bit of a surprise. So that's like decent for cash gen, but we don't really care about cash gen anymore. Dacos was good with 127, and yeah, Bont went over him. Sarong, I think he got a bit of attention, so that's a bit of a shame. 63, yeah, what the hell. And then yeah, Hewitt had a down game as well. Blues must suck to be a Carlton fan, but what can you do? It's just not ideal. Merrett actually did something this week, so that's always a bonus. Got the Tigers this week, so is that right? Yeah, Tigers. So yeah, probably a VC option. You would imagine Saturday night, not bad. Neil 126, so that was good. I think he was one of the highest scoring midfielders from from Brisbane against who'd they play again? Bloody bit of a blur, this weekend. Port, yeah. And then, yeah, Warner, he's just not been ideal, honestly, as a Supercoach pick. Like, probably should have just not traded him in back when I got him, but it is what it is. He's fine. And then, Doherty got 81. He looked like he was on track for 100, but then dropped off in the last 2 quarters. But yeah, he's got defender status now, which is good, so I can swing him down back if something goes wrong down there. So that's always handy. But yeah, he's not a primo. He's just a mid-pricer that I've got in my team trying to score decently for the side. Cherry, I think he was concussed for a bit of the game and he's played it out. But yeah, the good news is Gawn is coming down in price. So yeah, last week I was talking about potentially swapping Shea Bolton to Josh Kelly there. That would have been very nice, but decided against it just because of the Wits news and also because I didn't want to go down to 3 trades at this point in the season. But yeah, we'll just wait and see. I think obviously the Giants have one of the better matchups for midfielders anyway coming forward for the remainder of the season. I think they've got like probably the best. Maybe the Cats do actually, but yeah, I don't mind the run. It looks pretty nice. He's not going to get tagged. It will be like Tom Green or someone else like Callahan. So I feel like Kelly, he's all right, but he's, more of a winger. And it's not every day he's going to kick 2 goals against West Coast. So, yeah, I think I'll just give him a miss there. And then Jackson, a bit of a down game for him. So he's going to start coming down in price if you don't own him, which is interesting. But yeah, he's quite expensive still. And then Smith should come back. McRae was good. Petrarca's been shocking as well. Like, what a disaster of a year he's had. Like, just Melbourne midfielders in general. Like, Clayton Oliver, we thought at the start of the season he'd be a good pick. And, these midfielders have just been absolutely shocking for us. So it'll be interesting to see what happens next year if they get traded or not. But looks like they just need, like, a fresh start, both of them, because they're just not the same players as they used to be, and they're still quite young, so there is still a bit of upside for them. They got North this week, so it's one of those interesting ones where they've got a good history against I don't know who owns Oliver, but for Petrarca anyway. They got a good history against North, so something to consider. But yeah, I'm not going to be putting the C on him, eh? It's a bit risky for me. When do they even play? Yeah, later in the rounds. It's probably not worth it. I don't even know why I'm talking about it, but Rankin finally did something as well, so that was good. Some of these players in my team actually doing stuff from being crap for the past 3 weeks. So, yeah, well, it's been more than 3 weeks for Rankin. Jesus, he's been shocking, but yeah, finally did something, so that was right. And Shea Bolton has been a disaster of a pick as well. It's just like, I don't even know with this guy. Like, what do you even do? Like, I think I'm just going to hold him. Like, we still have a fair few rounds left. What is it, 7 rounds left? Yeah. I don't know. Anything could happen in like 1 week. 2 or 3 players could get injured in 1 week and then you're screwed. So, but yeah, I think for my sake, I think I'll just hold off until like we have about 2 or maybe 4 or 5 rounds to go, and then I might start using my trades. And then McCarthy was pretty good as well, so he's gone up 113k, which was nuts. And then yeah, May was good cover. I was a bit nervous that I wasn't going to get it, but I had the double emergency on there, so that was all right. So we might actually have to trade if Witts is actually not playing this week, but the issue is I don't know who I'm going to trade him to. I might actually go to Nank. I was considering it last week, but he had the high break even, and I just wanted to have like a tester game, see how it'd go against Reece Stanley. And, he only scored 91 against him, so it's a bit of a concern, honestly. So, yeah, that's probably where I went wrong at the start of the year, starting Nank. He's playing for a bottom 4 team, and, even when he has good matchups, like opponents anyway, he can't even really score that well against them. He's had a few breakout games for the season, but it's a bit of a roller coaster of a pick. But yeah, as I mentioned throughout the season, this run that he's got coming home has to be like one of the easiest runs, I reckon. So not a bad shout. It'll just be a matter of, if Witts is not playing, I might actually just sideways Witts back to Nank, which is a bit crazy. 2% of team, so big pod there. But I'd imagine that Witts is more of a pod, actually. You would imagine. But yeah, Nank's break even's like 111 now, so I think he'll probably score like 120 or something against Essendon in Goldie this week. So yeah, it's just a matter of like waiting and seeing what happens. Why is it giving me Chad Warner? But yeah, I could just hold Witts and just wait for Gawn to come back down and then swap Witts back to Gawn. I think he'll go right this week if he's playing against Collingwood. Not sure about the Rob matchup the week after that, but yeah, he's got a pretty decent run. Doesn't have like any like Gawn or Cherry coming up, so I think he should be primed for a decent run home. And yeah, big pod. So how many teams in? 2%, about the same as Nank. But yeah, we probably should have gone with Grundy. That was a bloody sensational pick. If you picked him, he's been killing it. I think he's like R1 at the moment. Have a quick look at that. Probably not. Probably not for top points, actually, but can we have a quick look, please? He's just probably the most expensive ruckman at the moment. Yeah. Interesting. But yeah, Rowan Marshall probably would have been a good pick to sideways Witts too, but I was like, I'll just hold him for 1 week. Hey, I'm already going to cop a donut in like Whitfield and Bailey Smith, so it was going to be a bit of a down week for me anyway, so I thought I'd just risk it. But yeah, probably shouldn't have done that if I was any chance of climbing the ranks, but I think that was just my gut feel there. But yeah, who knows? I could trade Witts, but yeah, it doesn't seem 100% right for me. Maybe I want to go hold on to him for a couple of weeks and then get him to Gawn. But yeah, Gawn's been in some pretty shocking form. But yeah, he has had really hard opponents. So see how he goes. I thought he was going to get subbed off, honestly, on the weekend when he was playing. I think he looked like he was concussed or something, I believe. I don't know. I think that was the case. But yeah, he played out the game. But yeah, he's got Cherry this week, so that'll be an interesting matchup. And then his fixture gets pretty juicy on the run home. So yeah, probably could just hold Wits and hope he drops. I don't think I'll have enough to straight swap him. Have a quick look. I don't think I will, but yeah, it all depends on if Wits is actually going to play or not, because he might go up in price. It might work out for me. Why is this? How the hell did Butters get in? Oh, please stop. Stupid ass thing. Oh, what's going on with this? Just get the calculator up real quick just to suss it out. So Shanahan's not a bad shout. Doubt he'll get dropped if you've got him. I reckon. Like if you need a rookie, he's definitely someone that can make a bit of cash for you. Stevens, I think he's alright, but he's definitely going to be a sub risk. In my eyes, he's probably ahead of Clossy now, in the team as a sub because he played so well. But yeah, was versing the Tigers, so that's something to consider. And yeah, I'm pretty sure he was meant to be a top like 30 to 40 draft pick, and he slid a fair way back in the draft. So we picked him up in the 50s or something, but I think he was meant to go earlier than we got him. So it was a bit of a bargain at that price. But yeah, now he's finally getting some games, and he's got like leadership attributes, or he like captained some team when he was 18, some men's team or something. So that's interesting. But yeah, I don't know. I think he's a big body midfielder, so should be able to maintain his spot in the side, hopefully. But yeah, I'm a bit concerned about, with Tyson Stengel and Bailey Smith coming back into the team, it's unlikely that he's going to probably stay. He'll probably just be the sub for a couple of weeks and then never come back into the team, because there's just plenty of options like Jack Bowes and that probably ahead of him. So, but yeah, I think he'll be ahead of that Clossy bloke. So let me just quickly suss this one out. What are we thinking Gawn's going to score this week? Give him 110. He might go like even bigger, eh? What projected price? What am I tripping? So he's going to maintain price. Yeah, he's meant to like drop 40k. How much is Wits? I think if Wits plays, I might be able to just sideways him and score. It only scores up, but yeah, that would be a wait and see. Brayshaw just seems like he's unattainable, but to be honest, I could actually nearly just flick Wits. Oh, I can't afford him, eh? That's a bit of a joke, eh? That would have been a nice trade if I could have just traded Wits to Brayshaw. I wouldn't mind that. Who else is there? Tom Green. Yeah, can't grab him. He's got a good run as well. Yeah, I'd just probably be going for the Uber Primos. Dylan Moore was here after a few of his high ceiling games. But yeah, probably wouldn't go near him anymore. If he gets midfield minutes, then that's a go. But yeah, I don't think I can actually get... Oh, I won't have enough, hey? God damn it. I could wait next... I think, yeah, this is probably a sign for me to just wait until next week. See how Brayshaw goes. See how Wits goes. And then next week I could sideways Wits to, either Brayshaw or Gawn, potentially. If it works out well for me. And then I can swing Jackson into the ruck position, which is a bit risky, but I think I'd rather have one of those top tier guys in my team than a Nankervis. But yeah, Nank's run's pretty good. Naz, I can't really afford him, so yeah, that's not good. Yeah, but you'd be laughing if you got him. I thought he was actually meant to score 170 when I was having a look. Could be wrong, but I don't know if he got scaled down to 155 or not. I think that was the case. But yeah, you'd be laughing. Have a quick look at the league. How are we going? So yeah, not a good week for me. I lost in all of them, I think, except for one. So not too bad there. But the Catters, yeah, no good there. Talking to the boys at Dr. Supercoach from the Catters League, they're all good blokes. So shout out to you guys. yeah, couldn't get the job done against Jason. He's had a pretty decent side throughout the season. I thought he was up there, so pretty interesting stuff. I'll just have a quick look at how far away I am in points. I need to bloody come back here. I can't manage to do it. Yeah, Kobe's just clear on the top, as you would expect. It's a surprise. Oh, not a surprise. Looking at his rank every week, he's up in the top 200, so he's just an absolute jet. And Matt, he's going pretty well as well. Yeah, Tom Stewart had a bit of a down game there, which was a bit surprising. Not too sure what happened to him. How many points am I away? Not too far. Okay, from 6th to like 11th. I probably needed to win. I need to win this week to try and get back in touch with the top 8. But yeah, I'm still a game behind everyone, and then there's about 3 of us here, so it's a bit interesting. Might just quickly. Lockie's all the way down at the bottom. I think he's given up. Just one win. He just never can score well. Unfortunately, in my league, he's always at the bottom somehow. But yeah, I think he's focused on draft this year anyway. But quickly have a look at the VC and C. Who am I thinking this week? Kind of stretching on a bit too long, I think, again. Who have we got? Adelaide. Not too sure if I like that matchup, honestly. Let's have a quick look at that. Adelaide, probably not a good midfielder matchup, is it? Let's have a quick look, shall we? Nah, not a good matchup there. Richmond have a good matchup. Port, Rosie, Melbourne, Collingwood. So Dacos, yeah, Dacos is probably a pretty safe VC option. I think he's not the favourite for the Brownlow at this stage, now that Baz just missed that Tigers game, which is no good. So yeah, Dacos into Rosie, I would imagine. It's pretty safe. I doubt Rosie would cop any attention. Who else is there? Ruck opponents. So what? North. He's got Gorn. So yeah, a bit of a restrictive matchup there for Cherry. Don't really want that. What about Wits if he does play? Got the Pies. The restrictive matchup. Oh god, he has 3 reds in a row. Yeah, that's not ideal. I didn't even see that. So yeah, that's in consideration. Maybe just hold him this week though. I think Cameron's not a bad opponent, to be honest. Should score like 110 at least, you would imagine. What about Freo? Hawthorn, yeah. Yeah, just have to monitor the ruck split with Darcy back. Probably wouldn't go Baz. McRae probably wouldn't get tagged, you would imagine, but yeah, I wouldn't risk that. Yeah, if you wanted to take a punt, yeah, go Petrarca, but it's probably that time of the season. Oh, I think Merrett, sorry, I've bloody missed Merrett. Clear, obvious one there. Yeah, maybe I reconsider this and go like a Merrett. I'll go Dacos into Merrett maybe. I think that's probably the smarter play. Who's Freo got? Not too sure. Sarong or Brayshaw might get the Nash tag. Hewitt. I don't think I could VC him, but I don't know. I kind of get the feeling about Neil will go pretty well this week. I don't know why. I just get the feeling he's got a few good scores in there, but the 63 isn't ideal. But yeah, I think I'm just going to leave it on that. I think I'll play it safe and go VC Dacos into Merrett. And yeah, let me know down in the comments below, guys, if you are making any trades this week and like what they are. But yeah, thanks so much for watching again, and see you later. Bye.